These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hey, happy Sunday. I'm Amelia Fabiano with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We're waiting to get an update right now from Pinal County Sheriff's Office on what caused a small plane to crash near the top of Picacho Peak. Our Sweet James chopper flying over that scene yesterday afternoon. We know a 68-year-old man flying the plane died on scene, and the crash has now been turned over to the NTSB and the FAA for further investigation. Hundreds of first responders, family and community members mourning the loss of this Valley hero. They filled Sun Valley Community Church in Gilbert yesterday, paying their respects to fallen Gila River police officer Joshua Breeze. Last weekend, he was fatally shot while responding to a disturbance at a house party. Breeze was just 23, and he had been working for the Gila River Police Department for less than a year.
And we'll learn the facts, and we will seek justice. But other questions, like why violence claimed a young man who had so much life in front of him, we'll likely never understand.
Before the service, dozens of police vehicles and motorcycles escorting the casket through Southeast Valley streets. Community members gathered to watch that procession. According to Breeze's obituary, protecting people was in his blood. His dad served in law enforcement up in Montana. Sadly, he was also killed in the line of duty as well. We have a traffic alert to remind you of today. Part of northbound I-17 is closed again this weekend, this time between Happy Valley Road and the 303. The recommended detour is to use Happy Valley north to Lake Pleasant Parkway to get back on the 303 east to the I-17 and continue on past that closure. This will reopen early Monday morning. As a reminder, you can always find the latest road closures and traffic alerts on the ABC 15 app or abc15.com/traffic.
Nestled in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest lies a scenic trail straight from the pages of a fairy tale book. Thompson Trail number 629, a 5-mile out and back hike near Greer, where you follow a nature path along a babbling brook, winding through a dense forest, leading to an open meadow, which is where we found 2 fly fishermen.
Trying to take advantage of doing some fly fishing in a stream. Not a lot of that down in Tucson.
You know, this is really paradise. When you're trying to come fly fishing, this is the kind of stuff that you're looking for. Yeah, it's pretty great, and it seems like people haven't quite discovered it yet, but once you get down here, it's nice. You can really get away from people, and it's worth the 5-hour drive for sure.
Thompson Trail 629 is arguably one of the best hikes in the White Mountains of Arizona. From the sound of trickling waters to spectacular views that look like something out of a movie. Hike along a stream and soak up nature at this outdoor picturesque adventure. The trail follows the course of the West Fork of the Black River, and along the route you'll find man-made waterfalls. These fish barriers are an important tool in the recovery of Arizona's official state fish, Apache trout. This barrier keeps non-native fish from moving upstream into Apache trout habitat.
Down here in the lower section, brown trout, and if we're lucky, an Apache trout, but later we'll hit the upper section for some Apache trout.
The trail's elevation is well over 8,000 feet, offering a cool break during the hot summer months.
It's a great way to get away from the summer heat, and there's lots to do up here. I mean, we saw lots of people on the drive up here with kayaks and paddle boards and whatnot. We've both got our families up here, and they're hanging out up at the campsites. There's plenty of stuff to do, no matter what tickles your fancy.
If you want to get out and explore, it's a great place to start.
Dogs are welcome on Thompson Trail, and the best time to visit is from late spring to early fall. Reporting near Greer, Zach Perry, ABC 15 Arizona.
All right, time for a check of that most accurate forecast. Here's a look at how we're going to warm up today across the state. 79 will hit in Flagstaff, upper 80s in spots like Sedona, Payson, and Prescott. Low 90s in Winslow, low 80s in Heber, Show Low, Window Rock, 295 in Globe, and 103 to 106 out west along the Colorado River. Overnight, we'll drop down into the 60s in Kingman and Sedona, 40s in Flagstaff and the Grand Canyon, and Window Rock, 50s along the rim, and in Prescott and Payson, and low 80s overnight for Phoenix, Bullhead, City and Lake Havasu City as well. These excessive heat watches are in effect Tuesday through Thursday in mostly the southern part of our state, but for spots in the northwest as well, like Bullhead City and west of Kingman. Phoenix Metro will see it as well, as temperatures are going above 110 degrees again starting on Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll have an air quality alert Tuesday through Thursday, that heat watch 107 for Friday and back to 110 by Saturday. All right, for the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download that free ABC 15 mobile app. Have a great rest of your weekend.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.